Beck and welcome to my channel. Today I want to show you how to make this fun and simple easel Christmas card. It's just 5x7 in size and it stands up like this. I've put some little Christmas bells on and I've done some colouring in and stamping. There's nothing that's hard or difficult about this. It's just takes a little bit of time for doing the colouring. That's probably the longest piece, and then cutting out your mats and layers. So let me show you how you'll do it. Right, so to make this really simple easel card, we just need a few supplies. The image that I'm going to be using, which is this one, which I've already stamped and coloured in. I don't think you really want to watch me doing that at the moment. Is from Connie Fong, and it's Santa's Little Helper, which is that one I think, or it might be. Oh no, sorry, that one's it's Sally's Xmas Friends. So I've got labelled on my thing anyway. So it's Sally's Christmas Friends, that one. I think that's about. It's one of those two anyway. I can't remember which way around I labelled them when I put them in the packet. And then the sentiments that I'm going to be using are from the Crafter's Companion. It's Christmas Time set. And I've got that one, which is going to be the stopper on the card. And then I've got the where is it? This one. It's the sentiment that I'm going to be putting on the back of the card for where you can write your message. These are all the mats and layers that we're going to do. I've got them ready, but I'll give you measurements in a moment. And the paper pad that I've used is Craft Sensations Santa Claus is Coming to Town. I got it from the range. I think it was £4.75 or something like that. And I've just used one page out of it, and then I've actually still got scraps left over, which I'll use on another project. But it's a lovely paper pad. It's got like glittered parts on it, and there's a lot of snippability on it, bits that you can cut out and use on different cards. And then I think there's some plain ones, and I think there's actually an advent calendar with the 25 days in here for if you want to make a calendar. But some of these papers, you can use them for other things. It doesn't just have to be Christmas. But I just really liked it and I thought I'd use this for today. So like that one, you could use that for a voting card for a man if you wanted to do that. But like I say, oh, there it is, there's the advent calendar. You could either cut these out and make them into hinge doors, or you can cut them off and make your own advent calendar in some other way. But it is a lovely paper pad. Sorry if I'm going a bit too quick. Not too sure what I'd do with that one. I think that might end up having to be a scrapbook page, that one. But there's some lovely ones. See, that one's got all glittered on the back. I don't know whether if the camera's actually picking that up. But there's some lovely pages. Definitely if you're at scrapbooking for your Christmas dinner. It's got your starter, main course and your dessert if you want to do table settings. I don't, because I've got 3 kids and they're not bothered about what's coming first, second or third. They just want the food. So, and that one again, that's got some glittered rings on it. It's nice because it's not, you know, the bright in your face Christmas colours that you see all the time. It's a bit sort of like more darker side of it, but in a good way. So I'll put that to the side. And then we've got all your mats and layers. So the card that we're going to be doing, if I remember right, and I've worked it out. Sorry, I don't know whether if my board will actually fit in on the camera. Right, so you need a piece of card that is 10 inches by 7 inches. And then on the long side, you want to score along, and get it up to the edge, 2.5 and 5. That's it. No more scoring. That's it. So your scoring board can go away. Okay. So once you've done that, turn it over, and then we're just going to fold and burnish our score lines. You can use a bone folder or the tool depending on which one you're using, which scoreboard or whatever you've got. And that's it. And essentially, just tip it that way, it's going to stand like this, and the image will be that way. There you can see it. So the next part is just basically putting the mats and layers on. Now, when you're looking at the card, this part's going to be seen. So I'm using Centura Pearl card, so I'd prefer that to be seen. So you just have to fold your things the other way if I've got it going right. No, I can't. I'll do it that way. Edit that bit outside. So we've got it going like that, and what we need to do now is mats and layers. So you need 2 pieces that are, let me get my little ruler in and my felt tape. Oh yeah, I have. So you need 2 pieces that are red, if you're doing the same colours as me, that are 6 3/4 by 2 1/4, and then the pattern paper wants to be 6 1/2 by 2 inches. So you need 2 lots of them. Then just cut those out and stick your paper, pattern paper onto the red pieces, and they will go there. Then for your main piece, we've got, because there's a 5 by 7 card, I've done it so that it's 4 3/4, the red piece, by 6 3/4, just for the outside, and then the inner layer is 6 1/2 by 4 1/2, and that's all you need for that one as well. So I'll go ahead and get them all stuck. So that's our mats and layers done for the majority of the card. The only other one that I'd say do now before you get your front on is getting the one with the with your sentiment on. And the sizings for these are the same as what they would be for the inner part. In fact, no, I've actually done those smaller. Yeah, I have. You can do it the same size as the other one. I think this must have just been a piece of oddment white card that I've been using up. Yeah, it is. Right, so if you're wanting to do it how I'm doing it, mine red one is 6 3/4 by 3 1/2. No, sorry, 3 3/4, and the white one is 3 1/2 by 6 1/2. And then I've just stamped on this: "Time to share the magic of Christmas that fills the air." So that one I'm going to put on along the back, and because I've made it smaller, I'll put it in the middle so it's got, you can see the Centura pearl in the background, so you've got that bit of a shimmer. Let's just move that out of the way. I forgot to put my Christmas ring on. That's what I meant to do when I was filming. In fact, I'll stick this down and I'll put it on. I'll get into the festive spirit. So just try and get it as much, without being Collal glue, it just rubs off if you get it anywhere that you don't want it. Go on then, where's Santa gone? Oh, there we go. Feeling more festive already. So we've got our backing done, our 2 front panels and our inside panel. So now with this one, I stamped the image and then I've just left a nice little white border around the edge of it. I can't actually remember what I cut it to. It's about 3 7/8 wide, the white piece, and 4 and 1, 2, 4 3/8, I think that is. I can't see very well on that one. And then the red one is 4 1/4 inches, by the way, and 4 3/4. And then I've stuck this down and I've used foam tape just so that it gives it that little bit of a lift. It's only really thin. It's got it from Crafter's Companion. But you can use any foam tape. You can get it from a pound shop or anywhere like that. But that's the one that I've used anyway. And then I just stuck that onto the red. And then what I'm going to do now is I want this to sit in the centre of the card here. But I'm only wanting to stick the bottom half of it because as it stands up, it will make the image stand up once it's positioned. So using the wet glue, just so that I've got a bit more wiggle time to get it in exactly where I want it to go. And plus with the collal stuff, it's very strong, it gives you more stability to your card. There we go. So, and then when it folds up, it will look something like that. And then the other sentiment that I've got is this strip, and I'm going to be sticking that here with the foam tape again, and that's to raise it up so it becomes a stopper for the image. So to do that, I've just stamped onto, this is the full width of the card, so 7-inch, and get my ruler around. The white piece is 1 inch, sorry, and then the red is 1 1/4 inch. So it's 7-inch by 1 inch and 1 1/4 inches. So I'm going to stick that round about here, I think, because I want her to stand up quite tall because she's decorating a tree. So if we know round about there, just flip it over. There's one little snip's gone. Now you can use foam pads, you don't have to use the foam on a roll. The pound shop have packs in the, I think it's the DIY section that I found them. They've got some foam tape and foam pads in there, and they'll be just fine. I'm trying to think of quick and easy and cheap cards to make for, if like me you've got lots of teacher cards to make and family and friends as well. I like to try and craft on a budget when there's absolutely loads to do. So I'm going to have that round about there. Oh, see, I pressed it down before I was ready. Right, so just try and hover over where you want it, and to try and make sure that it's straight, just make sure that it's flush with either side, and then that's that. So when it stands up, you tuck this piece behind the Christmas time, and then that's how you make an easel card. So what I'm going to do now is, I might put a few embellishments on, but I'll put it on speed and speed it up for you because you don't want to watch it all in real time, and I'll come back to you in a bit. That's the main card finished. Now if you want to, you can just leave it plain like this. Me being me, I like to add a little bit extra to my cards. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to embellish it, and I'll put it speeded up for you so you can watch the process of how I decide what I'm going to put and where it ends up. it at that. I was going to put a few of these with the cones and winter berries on, but I decided against it with putting the big bells and the little bauble on. The bauble I got from the pound shop. In a packet there's 18, and you get glittery ones and plain ones, and there's also gold ones. I'm not too sure if there's any other colours, but these were just the ones that I picked up. I just used some baker's twine, which I found which is in Christmas colours, some bells that you can get pretty much anywhere near Christmas time, and then just some really thin organza ribbon to make a bow, so it looks like that it's tied to the top and it's hanging off. Then I've just got the gems that I've put in the other three corners, and then it goes. So if you do put the added embellishments on that I've put on here, like the bells and the bauble, or if you were putting any of the winter berries and the acorns, with the corns, then you're going to need to make a box envelope, which are quite easy to make if you just Google or look on YouTube for box envelopes. You'll find plenty of tutorials. Hopefully one day I will make my own video on it. And but if you're not putting these ones on and you're just leaving it plain like this, you just need a 5x7 envelope like that. So I hope I've inspired you to have a go at this card, or to just make something similar to this. If you've got any questions, please leave them in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye!